Good morning, everybody. Brian from Innisfil Creek Honey. This morning, we're going to demonstrate how to put a package of bees into a dead-out hive. So, this is a package of bees from Tanito Ritio, Buckfast bees out of Italy. And this is the way their packaged bees come. It's kind of a heavy-duty case. It's made out of styrofoam with stamped aluminum screening in it. In top here is a feeder. It's a plastic feeder with a semi-hard feed in it. And then on the top here you see a staple and a piece of fish line. That is the queen. So just so you look at the cage so you understand what you're doing. There's the cage, it's all vented. There's the feeder. That line is attached to the queen. So the first thing we do is we pull out the feeder, then we'll pull the queen out of here. So we pull the queen up out of here, and we'll just set her on top of the hive for a second here. Okay. Shake her off just a little bit. There she's in the cage, running around in there, and there's a bit of a sugar cake in there. I love the fact that they put the sugar cake in there because that keeps her in the cage until you release the bees or the package of bees in there. Sometimes I've had it before where they don't send a sugar cake in the caged queen, just a cap over the top. You remove the cap and the queen flies away. So that's going to keep her in the cage for a couple days till the bees get used to the hive and make sure they don't screw off on you. So I'm going to take that queen and I just stuck her in between the frames, and I'm going to put her down a little bit like that, so the bees can eat at it. Okay, so she's right in the middle. In this hive, it's a dead-out hive, so it was originally dead this winter. There is honey in it, so the first two frames here are honey on this side. There's two frames of honey on this side. That's all empty in the middle, and there's an empty frame on either end. So they do have honey and resources to feed on. We'll take the feeder and just set it over here for now. And then we'll take our package of bees. So we have our package of bees here. You can see them starting to come out, look around in there. And we're going to take that package, turn it upside down, grab on it, and then just shake them back and forth, trying to get them out of the box. And I'm shaking them right on top of the area where the queen was. Okay? So there all the bees are coming out there. And I've shooken them out. Now I can take the box and set it at the front door of the hive. So I'll stick that at the front door. The feeder, I'm going to shake the bees off of it. And then I'm going to so I've let them settle into the hive just a little bit. And they're starting to move down into the frames. Now, because they're starting to, the hump's not as big, I can add things to the hive. So, although they've been treated in Italy, this hive is not going to be making honey for at least a couple months. So I'm going to treat a second time, just to make sure that they're mite-free. So I'm putting Apivar in. It's still cold here. About the only thing we can really treat with successfully is Apivar. So I'm going to put my 2 strips of Apivar in, down in the hive. Also, because the queen's going to come out of that cage in a day or so and start to want to lay eggs, and they're going to need lots of pollen. So I'm going to throw a pollen patty on top in there. If they didn't have honey in the frame, so I have 4 frames of honey in here, so I have tons of honey in this hive. If they didn't have honey in the frames, I would probably throw some fondant on there. And this is some Hive Alive fondant that we have. But they have lots of honey, so I won't. And then we are simply going to place the lid on and seal it up. And then we'll throw the outer cover on, and we'll leave them here and not really mess with them for at least 2 or 3 days. 4 days, 5 days. It doesn't matter. The queen's in there. They have feed. They will release the queen when they have time. Because they've been in the hive for a few days before they release the queen, they're not going to leave because they've made that hive their own. And that is the easiest way to install a package of bees. Anyways, if you do have any questions, give the Beekeeping Shop a call or send us an email. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Get outside. Enjoy this wonderful world we live in. Have a great one.